Hello students, I hope most of you have done well in your NTSE stage 2 exams. Here we will see the solutions of the questions that came in your NTSE. So we will start with the first question. So what is given in the question is, if x equal to root 5 minus root 2 divided by 2 into whole root 3 plus root 5 minus root 2, then the value of x into root 10 plus root 2 upon x into root 10 plus 2 root 5. Right. So we need to find the value of this thing, and this is given to us. This is the value of x. So now first we will simplify this x part, right. So how we will do it is, we will understand it here. So we will start with the solution here. So first we will start with the x. X is given as root 5 minus root 2 divided by 2 root 3 plus root 5 minus root 2. This is the value of x given, right. So what we can do is, it is root 5 minus root 2 divided by, now we'll take root 2 from here inside this root 2. So it will become root 2 into 6 plus 2 root 5, and why we have done it, we will see here. Why we have taken root 2 inside this root 2, we will understand it here. So what we have done is, we have taken root 2 from 2 inside this root 2. So now this term 6 plus 2 root 5, if you see here, then this 6 plus 2 root 5 will become root 5 plus 1 whole square, right. So what we will get? We will get root 5 minus root 2 divided by root 2 into, as it will become root 5 plus 1 whole square and there is under root, it means this under root will get removed. So we will get root 5 plus 1 minus root 2, and now again we will simplify, we will get root 5 minus root 2 divided by, and this, if we will open the bracket, we will get here as root 10, because root 10 plus root 2 minus root 2. So plus root 2 minus root 2 will get cancelled. So we will get root 5 minus root 2 upon root 10. This is the value of x we got, right. Now we require value of x root 10 plus root 2 upon x root 10 plus 2 root 5. So now what we can do it is, we can cross multiply this root 10. So we will get root 10x equal to root 5 minus root 2. It means we got the value of root 10x, which we can keep it directly here, right. So now this we will do this thing. So what we will do is, here we need to find the value of x root 10 plus root 2 divided by x root 10 plus 2 root 5, right. So now we will keep the value of x root 10 as root 5 minus root 2. So we will keep it here, we will get root 5 minus root 2 plus root 2 divided by root 5 minus root 2 plus 2 root 5. This will get cancelled, right. So we will get root 5 upon, here we will get 3 root 5 minus root 2, will rationalize it because denominator is irrational. So definitely we need to rationalize it. So what we will get, we will see it here. So we have multiplied by 3 root 5 plus root 2. So what we will get, root 5 into 3 root 5. So we will get 15 plus root 10 divided by 3 into 3, 9, 9 into 5, 45 minus 2, we will get 43. Here it is a minus b, a plus b, that is a square minus b square. So obviously if you see in the denominator part, you will get 15 here plus root 10 divided by, here what we will get in the denominator, a minus b, a plus b, that is 3 root 5 square minus root 2 square. So after simplification we will get 15 plus root 10 upon 43, 15 plus root 10 upon 43. This will be our answer, that is third option. So in this way we can do this question, right. So I think your answer will be the third option only. I think you have also done it like this. So obviously this question is right, right. So now we will move on to the next question, and next question is, on dividing a natural number x by 11, right. So what is given here is, if we divide a natural number x, let us say dividend is x, and if we divide by 11, that is dividend is x and divisor is 11. Quotient will be, let us say q, and remainder is 3. This is what is said in the question. On dividing a natural number x by 11, the remainder is 3. So x is dividend, 11 is divisor, let us say q is quotient and remainder is 3. Similarly, and on dividing x by 17, The quotient will be q dash and remainder will be 9. This is what is said here, right? If the number x lies between 300 and 400, this is given that x lies between 300 and 400. This is what is said. Then the remainder on dividing x by 21. Then if we divide x by 21, then what will be the remainder? We need to find the value of this remainder. This is what is said in the question. Now, how we can do it is, there is a concept in HCF and LCM, that is, if we are dividing certain number by 11, if we are getting remainder as 3, and if we are dividing certain number by 17, we are getting remainder as 9. So, there is a concept according to which if we are dividing it by 11 and remainder is 3, then and if we are dividing by 17, remainder is 9, then their remainder difference of their divisor and remainder should be same. That is 11 minus 3, here it is coming as 8, 17 minus 9, again it is coming as 8. It means that difference of divisor and remainder is coming as same, and if it is coming as same, then we can apply the concept, that is, we need to take the LCM of 11 and 17 first, and LCM, if you take the LCM of 11 and 17, you will get 187, right? So, answer can be 187 minus this difference. Answer can be 187 minus this difference. That is, if you need to find the number, then number can be 187 minus 8. So, you will get 179. But here it is said that x lies between 300 to 400. It means we need to take the multiple of this 187. So, if we take the multiple of this 187, what we will get? We will get the number as 187 into 2, and if you multiply it, what you will get? You will get 374. You will get 374, and now if you subtract 8 from 374, then number will be 374 minus 8, then you will get 366. Then number will be 366. And now if you divide 366 by 21, what you will get as a remainder is, we will solve it here. So, 366 divided by 21. So, we will see what we will get here. 21 1 times, here we will get 21, 156, then 21 7 times, 147, then remainder is 9. This is the answer. That is 9 but not 11. So, this first option will be your answer, right? In this way, you can solve this question. So, you need to remember this concept to solve this question very easily, right? So, you can note it down. Now, we will see next question. Now, what is given in the next question is, if ax plus b into x to the power 5 plus 1 minus 5x plus 1 is divisible by x square plus 1. Divisible means we will get the remainder as 0. This is what do you mean by divisible. Then the value of 2a plus 3b is. We need to find the value of 2a plus 3b, right? So, first we will divide this term by x square plus 1 to get the remainder as 0, and then we will see what will be the value of a and b we are getting. And after getting the value of a and b, we will keep the value of a and b here to get the value of 2a plus 3b. So, first we will use long division method to solve this and to get the remainder equal to 0. So, now if you open the bracket, we will get a x to the power 6 plus b x to the power 5, right? A x to the power 6 plus b x to the power 5, and again if we multiply further, we will get ax minus 5x plus b minus 1. This we will get, and we will divide it by x square plus 1, right? So, again if we simplify it in the simplest form, then what we will get? We will get here as ax to the power 6 plus bx to the power 5, we will take x common, we will get a minus 5 plus b minus 1, and here we will get x square plus 1. So, this will be our dividend and this will be our divisor, and now we will divide it. So, we will multiply it by a x to the power 4. So, we will get a x to the power 6 and plus here a x to the power 4 we will get, right. So, now we will simplify it. We will subtract it, this term will get cancelled. So, we will get bx to the power 5 minus ax to the power 4 plus x a minus 5 plus b minus 1. This thing we will get, right? Now again we'll multiply it by b x to the power 3 to cancel this term. So we'll get b x to the power 5 and plus b x to the power 3. So we'll write it down here, b x to the power 3, right? We'll write it down here and now we'll subtract it. So again this term will get cancelled, we'll get minus a x to the power 4 minus b x cube plus x into a minus 5 plus b minus 1. This thing we will get. Now again we'll multiply it by a x to the power 2. So what we will get? We will get minus a x to the power 4 minus a x square. So we'll get minus a x square, right? And now again we'll change the sign. This term will get cancelled. So we'll get minus bx cube. Here this term we'll write it down here, ax square plus x into a minus 5 plus b minus 1. And now what we'll do is we'll multiply it by minus bx. We'll multiply it by minus bx. So we'll get minus bx cube, right? So we'll get minus bx cube. Then what we'll get? Minus bx. So we'll write down minus bx here. And again we'll change the sign. So what we'll get? This term will get cancelled. So now we'll write it down on the next slide. So what we'll get? A x square plus, we'll take x common. So what we will get? A plus b minus 5, a plus b minus 5. Then again what we'll get? Plus b minus 1. And now we'll divide it by x square plus 1. We'll divide it by x square plus 1. So what we'll get? Here we'll multiply it by a. Here already what we'll get is ax to the power 4 plus bx cube minus ax square minus bx, and now we'll multiply it by a, right? So what we will get? We'll get ax square plus a, and again we'll change the sign. This term will get cancelled. We'll take x here. Here we'll write it down as a plus b minus 5, a plus b minus 5. So and plus here we'll get b minus a minus 1. So now this will be our remainder. Now if we take this remainder equal to 0, because after this we cannot further divide it. So that obviously this will be our remainder, and according to the question, if we are dividing this dividend by x square plus 1, we definitely need to get the remainder as 0, right? So whatever will be our remainder, we'll take it as equal to 0, and when we'll take it as 0, it means coefficient of x as well as constant term both will be equal to 0. So coefficient of x will be a plus b minus 5 equal to 0. So a plus b equal to 5. This will be our first equation, and constant term will be equal to 0, that is b minus a equal to 1. This will be our second equation, right? So we have taken this term equal to 0, we have taken coefficient of x equal to 0 and constant term equal to 0. Then after doing it, if we simplify it, we'll get the value of a and b. Now if we add it, we'll get 2b equal to 6. So b equal to 3, and if b 3, then a equal to 2. So this is the value of a and b we got. And now we need to find the value of 2a plus 3b. So 2a plus 3b equal to 2 into 2 plus 3 into 3. So we'll get 4 plus 9, that is 13. This will be our answer, right? So it means option 4 will be our answer. So in this way we need to solve this question, but that is by long division method. Whatever remainder you are getting, you need to take the remainder equal to 0, and after doing it, you need to take the coefficient of x as well as constant term both equal to 0 to get the two equations. And after simplification, you will get the value of a and b, and you can keep the value of a and b here to get the value of 2a plus 3b equal to 13, right? So you note it down. Now we'll move on to the next question. In the next question, what is said is, suppose the graph of this intersect at a point P. This question seems to be of the linear equation in two variable, because here there are two linear equations given in two variables and both are intersecting at point P. Graph of both the linear equation is intersecting at point P. It means point coordinates of point P is the solution of both the equation. So first we'll find the coordinates of point P. Let's take the coordinates of point P as x and y, and the equations are 15x plus 20y equal to minus 2 and x minus y equal to minus 2. Now we'll simplify it, and for simplification let's multiply the second equation by 15. So what we'll get? 15x minus 15y equal to minus 30. Now we'll change the sign. After changing the sign, what we'll get? 35y equal to 28. So y equal to 28 upon 35, and this will be, if we can simplify it, we'll cancel it by 7, we will get 4 by 5. 7 4 28, 7 5 35. So this is the value of y we got, and now if we keep the value of y in any of the equation, we'll get the value of x. Let's keep it in the second equation. So x minus 4 by 5 equal to minus 2, x equal to 4 by 5 minus 2. So after simplification, we'll get minus 6 by 5, right? So the coordinates of P are minus 6 by 5 comma 4 by 5. This is the coordinates of P we got. Now what is given in the question? If the graph of this passes through the point P, it means now there is a third linear equation whose graph is also passing from the point P. It means coordinates of point P will satisfy this equation also. So we'll keep the value of x and y here to get the value of k, because we need to find the value of k. So now what we'll do is we'll keep the value of x and y in this equation. So what we will get? We'll solve it here only. 2 into, we'll keep the value of x as minus 6 by 5, 3 into 4 by 5 equal to k square, and now if you simplify it, you will get minus 12 by 5 plus 12 by 5. So it will get cancelled. So you will get k square equal to 0, that is k equal to 0. So the value of k will get is 0, and if we get the value of k as 0, it means it is an integer. It cannot be a positive integer, it cannot be a negative integer, not an integer but rational number. This is also not true. So our answer is an integer. 0 is an integer. This will be our answer. So it's a very easy question, just a calculation part. So now you can note it down. We'll move on to the next question. We'll see next question. Now what is given in this question, we'll understand here. This question is the good one. So we'll understand this question. In the question it is given the sum of the squares of the third and 13th term of an AP is 5, right? So third term will be a plus 2d, and we need to take the sum of squares of this term. So we have done the square of this term, and 13th term, that is a plus 12d equal to 5, and the product of 4th and 12th term. 4th term a plus 3d and 12th term a plus 11d. Product of these two term will be r, right? Then the product of 3rd and 13th term. So we need to find the product of 3rd and 13th term, right? So how we can do it is, we'll see it here. So here it is given the sum of squares of 3rd term and 13th term is 5, and the product of 4th term and 12th term is r. So we need to find the product of 3rd and 13th term. So now what we can do it is, here they have given the information based on 3rd and 13th term. Here they have asked the information based on 3rd and 13th term. So we'll convert it into a 3rd and 13th term. In this way we can write it down as a plus 2d plus d. Why we have taken a plus 2d? Because we require a plus 2d. That's why we have converted into a plus 2d plus d, and here we can write it down as a plus 12d minus d equal to r, because we require a plus 12d. That's why we have converted into a plus 12d. And now we'll take this term as one term, and now we'll open the bracket. So we'll multiply, we'll get a plus 2d into a plus 12d. Here what we'll get minus d into a plus 2d, then we'll get d into a plus 12d and minus d square equal to r, right? This we will get after simplification. And now if you open the bracket, if you open this bracket, because this will keep it same, because we require the product of a plus 2d and a plus 12d. Let's take the product as x. So we need to find the value of x. So this term will be x, right? So how we can write it down? We can write it down as x minus, here if we open the bracket, we'll get minus ad minus 2d square, minus ad minus 2d square, and if we open the bracket further, we'll get plus ad plus 12d square, right, minus d square equal to r. This we will get. So now we will cancel it. So what we will get? We will get x. Here we will get minus 2d square minus d square, that is minus 3d square. So x plus 9d square equal to r. This is the value of x we will get. So here we'll find the value of d square as r minus x upon 9. Because we require the value of d square, and where it is required, we'll see it here. So in this way we got the value of, we got the relation of x and r, right. So now we need to solve this part, and for this we'll use this part. How to use it is, let's consider this as, let's say a, and this consider as b, or let's take it as p and q, right. So it is p square plus q square. So what do you mean by p square plus q square? It will be p plus q whole square minus 2pq, or p minus q whole square plus 2pq, right. So p square plus q square can be written down as either p plus q whole square minus 2pq, or p minus q whole square plus 2pq. So whatever is required according to the question, we'll use that identity, right. So suppose if we take it as p, it will be p square, here it is q square. So how we can write it down as? We can write it down as, here we can write it down as a plus 2d minus a plus 12d. It means we are using this identity, second one, p minus q whole square plus 2pq plus whole square plus 2 times of a plus 2d into a plus 12d, right. And according to the question, a plus 2d and a plus 12d is x, right, is equal to 5. This is what is given, right. So now if we simplify this bracket part, it will be a plus 2d minus a minus 12d whole square plus 2x equal to 5. This will get cancelled. 2d minus 12d minus 10d, it will be 100 d square equal to 5 minus 2x, and now we'll keep this value of d square here. That's why we have taken the value of d square in terms of r and x, because we need to find the value of x, and you can see from the option, that is option is in the terms of r. So we require x and r, but we don't require d square. So that's why we are removing d square. So what we will get? We'll get 100 into r minus x upon 9, we'll cross multiply 9 here, we'll get here 5 minus 2x. So after simplification, 100 r minus 100x equal to 45 minus 18x. So after further simplification, what we will get? We'll get 100 r minus 45. This 45 we have taken here, this 100 will take there. So it will become plus 100x. So plus 100x minus 18x, it will be 82x. So we'll divide 82. So this will be the value of x we will get. And we need to find the value of x. So the value of x is 100 r minus 45 upon 82. That is 100 r minus 45 upon 82, third option. So third option will be our answer. So in this way we need to solve this question based on AP. Is it clear? So you can note it down, and now we'll move on to the next question. And the next question is, if alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation. Here this is the quadratic equation given, and alpha and beta are the roots of this quadratic equation. It means according to the question, if alpha and beta are the roots of it, then we can write it down as 2 alpha square minus 5 alpha minus 6 equal to 0, or we can write it down as 2 beta square minus 5 beta minus 6 equal to 0. And it is given p n plus 1 equal to alpha to the power n minus beta to the power n, right. And the value of, we need to find the value of p9. Here it is minus p9 minus 3p7 upon 4p8. We need to find the value of this thing. Now p9, if we write p9, it will be what? Alpha to the power 8 minus beta to the power 8. Similarly p7, alpha to the power 7 minus beta to the power 7, and p8, that is alpha to the power, no sorry, p7 is alpha to the power 6 minus beta to the power 6, right. Here here it is, if n plus 1, then here we need to take only n. So here it is p alpha to the power 6 minus beta to the power 6, and here alpha to the power 7 minus beta to the power 7. This is what do you mean by p9, p7 and p8. right? So we require alpha to the power 8, beta to the power 8, alpha to the power 6, beta to the power 6, and alpha to the power 7, beta to the power 7. We require all these things. So what we can do it is here, we will multiply this term by alpha to the power 6 and this term by beta to the power 6 to get all these terms. Because if we multiply it alpha to the power 6, here we will get 2 alpha to the power 8 minus 5 alpha to the power 7 minus 6 alpha to the power 6 equal to 0, and here we will get 2 beta to the power 8 minus 5 beta to the power 7 minus 6 beta to the power 6 equal to 0, right? And now if we subtract it, why we are subtracting it? Because we require the difference of alpha to the power 8 minus beta to the power 8. And similarly, we require the difference of alpha to the power 7 minus beta to the power 7 and alpha to the power 6 minus beta to the power 6, right? So we require these differences. That's why we need to subtract these two equations. So if we subtract it, we will get 2 into alpha to the power 8 minus beta to the power 8 minus 5 alpha to the power 7 minus beta to the power 7 minus 6 alpha to the power 6 minus beta to the power 6 equal to 0, right? So we can write it down as 2 P9 minus 5 P8 minus 6 P7 equal to 0. So in place of alpha to the power 8 minus beta to the power 8, we have written down P9, here we have written down P8, here we have written down P7, right? And we require P8 in the denominator. So now what we will do is, we'll take this term there and we'll divide it. So we'll get 2 P9 minus 6 P7 divided by P8 equal to 5. We have taken this term there and we have divided by P8, right? And now we require only P9 and 3 P7. So we'll take 2 common and we'll divide it there, right? If we take 2 common and we'll divide it there, what we will get here after dividing, we'll get it here some as if we take 2 common, we'll get it here 2 P9 minus 3 P7 upon P8 equal to 5. This thing we will get after taking 2 common, and now we'll divide it by 2, we'll get P9 minus 3 P7 upon P8 equal to 5 by 2. But we require 4 P8. So we'll multiply it by 4 on both the side in the denominator. So finally we'll get P9 minus 3 P7 divided by 4 P8 equal to 5 upon 8. This will be our answer, 5 upon 8, because we need to find the value of P9 minus 3 P7 upon 4 P8. So answer will be 5 upon 8, that is second option. Is it clear? In this way you need to solve this question. So it's little bit tricky question, but it's a good question. If you simplify it once, it will be very easy for you to understand how you can do it, right? So now we'll move on to the next question. Next question is, a number is picked up random from the numbers from 1 to 1000. We need to take the numbers from 1 to 1000 and the probability that it is of the form m to the power n, where both m and n are greater than 1. We need to take the value of m and n greater than 1, right? And m to the power n number m, the probability that it is of the form, we need to pick the number, and number is of the form m to the power n, and this m to the power n lies between 1 to 1000. This m to the power n will get the number that is between 1 to 1000, right? So this is what is said in the question. So we need to take the number which lies between 1 to 1000 and it is of the form m to the power n, and both m and n are greater than 1. So now how we can do it is, a number is picked up at random from the numbers from 1 to 1000, the probability that it is of the form this, where m greater than 1, n greater than 1. It means we will start with the number, let's take number 2 to the power 2, we will start with 2 to the power 2, because we cannot take m and n equal to 1. We need to take m and n greater than 1. That's why we have taken m as 2 and n as 2 as the minimum value. We cannot take 2 to the power 1 or 1 to the power 2. So 2 to the power 2 we can take, 2 to the power 3 we can take, 2 to the power 4 we can take. In this way we can take it up to 2 to the power 9, because 2 to the power 9 is 512, and if we take 2 to the power 10 it will be 1024, that is greater than 1000. So we cannot take 2 to the power 10. Similarly we'll take it in the terms of 3, 3 to the power 2, 3 to the power 3, then 3 to the power 4. In the same way, we'll take it up to 3 to the power 6. Right? Why 3 to the power 6? We can check it out, because 3 to the power 6 is 729. So we cannot take number above that, because if we multiply it by 3, we'll get number which is greater than 1000. So we cannot take number greater than 1000. So 2 to the power 2 to the power 9. Here there are 8 numbers. Here if you can see, there are how many numbers? 5 numbers. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, right? Again, now we cannot take the series of 4, because 4 has already come in this part. If you take 4 to the power 2, that is, it will become 2 to the power 4, which we have already taken here. If we take 4 to the power 3, it will become 2 to the power 6, that we have already considered here. So we cannot take the series of 4. So now we'll take the series of 5. 5 to the power 2, 5 to the power 3, 5 to the power 4, and 5 to the power 4 will be 625, right? So we cannot take number above that. 5 to the power 5 will be greater than 1000. So here we'll only take 3 numbers. Similarly, if we take the series of 6, it will be 6 to the power 2, 6 to the power 3. And if we take the number 6 to the power 4, that is 36 into 36. So I think obviously it will go beyond 1000, because 6 to the power 4 will be 36 into 36. And if we do the square of 36, then what we'll get? We'll get obviously a number greater than 1000. So here we'll take only 2 numbers, 6 to the power 2 and 6 to the power 3. Similarly for 7, 7 to the power 2, 7 to the power 3, again we'll take only 2 numbers. We cannot take 7 to the power 4. Similarly, we cannot take the series of 8 and 9, because the 8 to the power 2 or 8 to the power 3 we have already considered here. So we cannot take the series of 8 and 9. So now we'll move on to 10. So we'll take 10 to the power 1, or 10 to the power 1 we cannot take. So we'll take 10 to the power 2 and 10 to the power 3. Right, because number is from 1 to 1000. So we can take up to 10 to the power 3. So it means again we'll take only 2 numbers. Right. So in this way we have taken few series, and after this also we need to take some series, like we need to again take the numbers from here. Here how many numbers we have already taken? 8 plus 3, that is 8 plus 5, 13, 13 plus 3, 16, 16 plus 6, that is 22. This 22 numbers we have already taken. Now what other numbers we need to take is, again we need to take the numbers starting in the series 11, 12, 13 in this way, right? So we need to take all those numbers which are coming after the series of 10. That is, we need to take the numbers of 11 to the power 2, 11 to the power 3 we cannot take, because it will be greater than 1000, 11 to the power 2, 12 to the power 2, 13 to the power 2. In this way we need to take the numbers up to 31 to the power 2. Why 31 to the power 2? Because square of 31 is 961, which is below 1000. So we cannot take 32 to the power 2, because it will become 1024, that is greater than 1000. So we need to take only these numbers. We cannot take 11 to the power 3, 12 to the power 3, because all those numbers are greater than 1000, right? So here if you see, here how many numbers are there? We have taken 21 numbers, because we have taken the numbers from 11 to the power 2, 12 to the power 2 up to 31 to the power 2. Here there are 21 numbers, but from these numbers we need to subtract some numbers like 16 to the power 2, 25 to the power 2 and 27 to the power 2. Because all these numbers we have already considered in the series of 2, in the series of 5 and in the series of 3. So we need to subtract these 3 numbers. So it means we'll get 18 numbers. So previously we got 22 numbers, here we got 18 numbers. So total favorable outcome. So if you can find it out, the total favorable outcomes will be 40, and total outcomes, these are favorable outcomes 40 and total outcomes is 1000. So probability will be 40 upon 1000. So now if we simplify it, we'll get 1 upon 25. This will be our answer. This will be our probability. So in this way we need to solve this question. So it's a bit good question also. You can consider it as a good question, because this question is little bit again tricky question. You need to think just out of the box to understand the question and to simplify it, right? So answer will be 1 by 25. So this option, second option will be your answer. In this way we can solve this question. Now we'll move on to the next question. Now next question is again good question. Why? Because here there are given 3 points and that 3 points are the vertices of a triangle. That is, coordinates of 3 points are given and these 3 points are the vertices of a triangle. So A is minus 5 comma 5. Now B is 4 comma minus 5 and C is 4 comma 5. Right? Minus 5 comma 5, 4 comma minus 5 and 4 comma 5 be the vertices of triangle. If a circle passes through the vertices of triangle ABC and circle passes through these 3 triangles, that is ABC, right, then the area lying inside the circle but outside the triangle, it means we need to find the area of this region, this shaded region, that is region which is outside the triangle but inside the circle. So now what we can do it is, as the coordinates are given, so we can use the concept of coordinate geometry. Suppose if we take this point as center, then this distance OA, OB and OC are equal. So now let's take the coordinates of O as x comma y. Now we'll first find the coordinates of x and y by using the distance formula, because OA, OB and OC are equal. So what we can do it, let's take OB equal to OC. So how we can write it down as, we can write it down as here x minus 4 square plus y minus 5 square whole under root. Similarly equal to x minus 4 square, here it is 4 comma minus 5, so it will become y plus 5, right, x minus 4 square plus y minus 5 square under root. So in this way we have written down, we have used the distance formula, and now we'll do the squaring on both sides to remove this under root part. So what we will get, we'll get x minus 4 square plus y plus 5 square equal to x minus 4 square plus y minus 5 square. So now we'll cancel this term. What we will get, we'll get x square plus 25 plus 10y equal to, y square plus 25 plus 10y. Here we got again y square plus 25 minus 10y, y square and 25 will get cancelled. So we'll get 20y equal to 0. It means the value of y is 0. That is, the y coordinate of center we got it as 0, and now we'll keep the value of y in any in this equation or in another equation. Let's take OA equal to OB to get the value of x, right. So now what we can do it is, we can take it as OA equal to OB, and now we'll keep the value of y as 0, right. So if we are taking OA equal to OB, what we'll get, under root of x plus 5 square plus y minus 5 square, that is OA, right, x plus 5 square plus y minus 5 square. Here we'll take x minus 4 square, x minus 4 square plus y plus 5 square. So this we will get, right. So in this way we have again used the distance formula to write it down OA equal to OB, and now we'll keep the value of y as 0, right, and we'll open this bracket part, and also we'll remove this square root by doing the square. So if we remove the square root by doing the square, we will get x square plus 25 plus 10x plus, we'll take y as 0, we'll get 25 equal to x square plus 16 minus 8x plus 25. Right, and now we'll simplify it. We'll cancel out x square first. We'll take 8x here, minus 8x here, it will become 18x. Here we'll get cancelled, 25 will get cancelled. So we'll take this 25 there, so 16 minus 25 will get minus 9. So the value of x is minus 1 by 2. It means the coordinates of center are minus 1 by 2 comma 0. These are the coordinates of center we got, right. Now we need to find the area of this shaded region. So what we need to do, we need to first find the area of the circle, and we need to subtract the area of the triangle to get the area of the shaded region. And how to find the area of the circle is, first we'll find the radius of the circle, and radius can be found using the center. That is, we can use the coordinates of center to get the radius, because coordinates of center we got it as minus 1 by 2 comma 0. And now we'll use again distance formula. So let's find it by using distance formula. So we'll get 4 plus 1 by 2 square plus minus 5 minus 0 square. So after simplification, what we will get? Here we'll get if we take the LCM, we'll get 9 by 2, that is 81 by 4 plus 25. So if we simplify, we'll get 181 by 4. Under root 181 by, not 4, it will become 2. If we take 4 outside the root, it will become under root 181 by 2. So this is the radius we got, and now by using this radius, we'll find the area of the circle. So area of the shaded region will be area of shaded region. So area of shaded region will be area of circle, that is pi r square, and it will be under root 181 by 2 square minus area of triangle, and we can find the area of triangle by using the using the formula of area of triangle in coordinate geometry. Minus 5 comma 5, B 4 comma minus 5, and C 5 comma 5. And now by using these three vertices, we'll find the area of triangle. So area of triangle will be half. Again we'll use the formula, it will be minus 5 into minus 5 minus 5, that is minus 10, plus 4 into 5 minus 5, that is 0, plus 5 into 5 minus of minus 5, that is plus 5, right. Now we'll simplify it, it will be half. Here we'll get plus 50, plus here we'll get 10 into 5 plus 50, right. So here we'll get as we have taken it as here, 4 minus 5 is here. So we have taken 5 comma 5, right. So we need to take 4 comma 5, minus 5 comma 5, 4 comma minus 5, and 4 comma 5. So we'll again do it, it will be minus 5 comma 5, B will be 4 comma minus 5, and C will be again 4 comma 5, 4 comma minus 5 and 4 comma 5, right. So in this way we need to solve it by using the concept of area. So we need to take the values correctly, otherwise definitely we'll get the wrong answer. So we'll get hit here, here we got 4 comma 0, and here we'll get 4, 5 plus 5, that is 10. And now we'll simplify it, we'll get half, here we'll get plus 50 plus 40, that is plus 90. If we simplify it, we'll get 45 square units. This is the area of triangle, we got 45 square units. And now we'll use this area to get the answer. So we'll take it as here 45. So answer will be 181 pi by 4 minus 45. This will be our answer. So now we'll check which option we are getting, 181 pi by 4 minus 45. So third option will be our answer. So in this way we need to solve this question. Again, a very easy question, but just a calculation part is little bit more. So you need to do the calculation correctly to get the answer, right. So now we'll move on to the next question. Next question is again very easy question. Here it is given that coordinates of point A, B, C are. Let's mark these points, right. This is x axis and y axis. Coordinates of 3 points are given A, B, C, 7 comma 4, 3 comma 1 and 0 comma k. Let's take A as 7 comma 4, and it is somewhat here, A 7 comma 4, right. We have taken somewhat here. B is 3 comma 1, so let's take it somewhat here. B is 3 comma 1 and C is 0 comma k. So definitely it will come down at somewhere on the y axis, because x coordinate is 0. So definitely point lies on y axis. Then the value of k such that AC plus BC is minimum. We need to take AC plus BC minimum, that is this AC plus BC minimum. So for that what we need to do, we need to take first the reflection of this point, and reflection of, if we take the reflection of this point, it will come down as minus 3 comma 1. Reflection of point B will be minus 3 comma 1. And now if we join this B dash with C, then these 3 points should be collinear. This ACB dash should be collinear to get the minimum value of AC plus BC. So for what we'll do, we'll take these 3 points as collinear. So it means we'll take the area equal to 0. So area is 0, half, we'll apply the formula for area. So we'll get minus 3, here we'll get k minus 4, then we'll take 0, 4 minus 1 plus 7, here 7 will get minus 1 minus k, 1 minus k. This is the area we get. So we'll simplify it, what we'll get, we'll open the bracket, we'll get minus 3k plus 12 plus 7 minus 7k, right. And now we'll remove this mod, what we'll get minus 3k minus 7k, that is minus 10k plus 19. So after simplification, the value of k we will get as 19 by 10. This will be our answer, that is second option. So again a very easy question, but just the concept part is need to be clear. If the concept part is clear, then it is very easy to simplify it, right? So now we'll move on to the next question. Again a very easy question. Two tangents P and PB are drawn to a circle, because here it's a question based on circle. P and PB are two tangents which are equal because tangents from external points are equal to a circle with center O from an external point. Chord AB intersect the line segment PO at Q. Chord AB intersect the line segment PO at Q. Then the square of the radius of the circle is, we need to take the radius, square of the radius. We need to find the value of square of the radius. So we need to find the value of r square. So how we can do it is, what we can do, we can apply the concept of similar triangle here, because these two triangles are similar, right? These two triangle PAO and AQO are similar triangle. Why they are similar? Because first this angle is 90 degree, right? And in this here, this angle is 90 degree. This angle is common in both the triangle. If you take triangle PAO, again angle O is coming. If you take triangle AOQ, again angle O is coming. So two angles are equal. One angle is 90-90, one angle is common. So it means triangle PAO is similar to triangle PAO is similar to triangle. Which triangle we need to take? We need to take triangle AOQ. Triangle AOQ. We need to take these two triangles similar, right? PAO will be similar to AOQ, right? So in this way we need to take the triangle, right? We need to check it, right? We need to change the order here, because order should be clear. And if you are confusing it, if it's confusing, then you need to make the figure separately to get it clear which two angles are equal, right? Which two angles are equal. Let's make the figure separately. Here this angle is 90 degree and this angle is equal to the angle in the another triangle, and another triangle is AOQ. Here it is 90-90 and this angle is common. So if we are taking triangle PAO, then in here we need to take the triangle AQO, not AOQ, AQO. So order should be maintained to get the proper answer and correct answer, right? So now as two triangles are similar, we'll apply the property that sides must be in proportion. So it means PA upon AQ equal to AO upon OQ equal to PO upon AO. And now we'll take these two equal, because we require square of radius, and radius here is OA, right? Radius here is OA. So we require OA square. That's why we are taking these two equal and we are cross multiplying it. So we'll get OA square equal to OP into OQ. OA square equal to OP into OQ, right? OP into OQ. This will be our answer. So in this way we need to solve this question, right? So second option will be our answer. So now you can note it down.